All right, welcome back. We're going to put some more time into rescuing the lab here. Um, so, so I'll pull up GNS3. I'll do this on the local client instance, which remotes out um, to the server. But this way, it's easier to run Wireshark. Um, just makes things a lot easier. So we're going to have to start all the devices, which unfortunately takes quite a bit of time. But um, Okay, so get that started. Wait for the junipers to come up and all of these as well. It's just kind of a waiting game. All right, so this one comes up right away. You should be able to see the yeah. Okay, you should be able to see the leases populate. Let's ask ChatGPT how to do that. How can we see the DHCP leases populate on this system? Okay, so it looks like not all of the daemons are up yet. So we're on the right track. Okay, so now the daemon is up. So we'll feed this to it. This as well. Yeah, so it just wasn't actually booted up. Oh, and we got to do the service command. Service DNS MASQ status. Here we go. Running. Okay, and now we can look at the actual. I think this is the file. Uh, all right, let's see what it has to say about all this. Okay, so we're going to confirm that it's listening. Oop, we don't have SS. Don't have TCP dump either. What we can do though is sniff this link here. We can sniff any link because that's a hub out of band network. Yep, and then we can filter down for DHCP. There we go. Okay, so now if we stop it, we should be able to, yeah, now we should be able to export, or we should be able to save it. Yeah, so if we do save as, we can save it as a number of different file types here. Let's save it as just the regular. Let's save it as a PCAP, the PCAP NG. I think the AI might struggle with. So we're gonna save it as the just the regular PCAP, uncompressed. Um, so we're gonna contains comments. Okay. So we'll discard the comments. Okay, and now we'll give it this regular.pcap and see if it's what it does with that. Now, I've given it a pcap-ng file before, and it's now I've expressed my dissatisfaction with ChatGPT a lot on this channel. So it refuses to analyze it. One issue that I have with ChatGPT is it's very lazy. You tell it to do something and it disobeys your instructions. So I don't know if it wasn't reading it because it didn't have the capability to, or if it was just running into that laziness problem. Oh, okay. So it looks like it did read the capture. So it didn't have. So I think it had an easier time reading the regular .pcap rather than the pcap-ng. The .pcap, because I'm sure it has TCP dump in its environment. It probably doesn't have Wireshark and full in its environment, but it does have TCP dump, I'm sure. So that's. I feel like that's a better format. Okay, so we should enable logging. Um, you know what? It's fine. Let's see if these are up now. Ah, they're still coming up. Oh no, this one's up, and this one's up. Okay, so let's do our test now from OOB admin to try to SSH into everything. Okay, so SSH data. We'll have the username data dash ds01. No password, no nothing needed. Perfect. 02. No password, no nothing needed. Perfect. Now we'll try the leaf switches. Perfect. Number 2. Perfect. Number 3. Perfect. And number 4. So number 4, we've got the issue with there's no enable password set. Um, so that's a really easy fix. We'll just go to the console here. We'll do config. We'll do enable here. Don't need it from the console. You just need it if you're in remote over SSH. We'll do enable. Uh, uh, enable. Uh, enable secret. Yep, and then we'll say very secure. There we go. Okay, perfect. So now it should be good. Another thing we can do that makes it a little bit easier to work with because we can see. So let's go back into it. So now we're dropped back into this. Before, these other ones were not. Um, so we can upgrade the permissions that it's given by default. So let's do that. Okay. Well, I'm not sure why. So the way I thought to do that is you'd go to the line and you'd say priv 15 on it. Um, but I'm not sure why I don't see that on the other one. So we can see VRF forwarding management on 3. Maybe that's a reason why. No, no, that's not a reason why. Anyway, I gotta pause it and be back. All right, welcome back. So it's lunchtime, so I just made myself some lunch. So we'll keep working on this. What we got? So 3 is looking good. 4, we've got a little bit of a problem. Um, it requires to go into privileged exec mode, which I like not to have, um, but I'm not sure. Let's get input from the AI. We live in the future. Let's not leave that on the table. Okay, so then we're gonna do one more scrape here. Yeah, we'll say like this. Okay, and then we'll ask the question: how come ls-03 doesn't ask for the, how come automatically drops into priv exec mode, but not 04? Okay, so it has a local user defined at privilege 15. Ah, okay, there it is. That's the key missing config. That's kind of hard to see. So let's do that. So we're gonna go here. We'll get rid of that no enable secret or no enable secret. There we go. And then we'll do. Uh, oops, we did a bunch of extra stuff. We'll just do exit, and then we'll do username, gposh, privilege 15, no password. All right, that looks good. So what's next? Okay, so that whole data center is good now. So next we got to test it. All right, exactly how I want it. So next we'll look at the floors. Oops, so we got a problem here. Okay, so we had that problem last time. Okay, so we can get rid of all these. We'll say, help me solve this. So we'll say, guide me through solving this issue. Use the following troubleshooting methodology. And we'll say CompTIA. Yep, this is the best thing ever to add to your prompts. There we go. All right, OOB admin definitely has an IP. Can OOB reach anything by IP? Yeah, of course it can. So we'll prove that by doing this. Okay, so let's give this to it. All right, there we go. Yeah, this is really good. See how good this output is now? It's because I put in that troubleshooting guide. I'm gonna eat if that's okay. Probably not. My channel, my rules. Oh my god, that turned out so good. Oh my god. All right, establish plan of action. You can now choose one of two correct designs. Both are valid. Choice is architectural. Deterministic axis. Yeah, it doesn't like my design. Okay. Well, I mean, my design's kind of wonky anyways. Oh man, I know how to cook. I know how to cook. Since this is a casual video where I'm just like eating on stream, I'll spill the beans. So there's a book called Build Big Vegan Flavor, um, which is like one of my favorite cookbooks ever. It's like falling apart because I use it so much. It's like drenched in oil and stuff too. So this is like one of my favorite cookbooks I've ever had. Um, if you go to Misha Nori's channel, um, she actually made a dedicated video to this recipe. This to me is the standout. Yeah, this one here. This is
Today
what
we're
I'm.
making
This is what I cooked right now. It doesn't really look the same. It looks like a big thing of slop, but it man, it's not. It's hard to get wrong. It comes out really good no matter how you do it. It's just a bunch of like vinegars and it's just a sauce. Like the sauce itself is good. All right, yeah, it's good. Okay, so let's see here. Uh, Key takeaway. Oh right, it doesn't like my design. Okay, well let's talk at length about my design then. I realize you don't like my design, but you know the purpose of this lab has been automation, right? So I just wanted things to like, I feel like the moment I'm writing it down in the Etsy hosts file is the moment like I'm losing the broader picture. So I wanted to try to get a little bit fancy and creative with it. And that's why I have that dedicated device that you can see in the topology labeled OOB DNS DHCP. That's a dedicated DHCP server. Basically, I wanted to make it so I wanted to like simulate in production how you could automate day zero installation of the network. And I want it to be scalable. Like, you really want somebody to sit down and write a million entries in the Etsy host file? Does it even support that big? Like, we can scale it up on a /16 or even a /8 on the DHCP server way easier than we can just write out that file. I mean, we can even use DHCP 6 to overcome any limitations in scaling. That's unreal. Oh my god, that turned out so good. Why Etsy host feels small and why it's still used. I don't know. This is annoying. This is annoying for me to read. Make this easier for me to read from my millennial style brain that's been ruined by the internet. I have a whole food ultra processed brain. Or wait, the opposite. I have an ultra processed hyper palatable brain. So making the right thing for automation. Yeah, okay. Yeah. See, this is all about automation, right? Deterministic identity pipeline that I don't want that. I mean, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with like using Netbox or NanoBox. That's okay with me. But isn't that the same as like filling out a like the host files? Like, I just want to get over all of this painstaking manual work. That's why I was using DHCP and DNS. Generating them automatically. How do we do that? Oh my god, I can't emphasize enough how good this turned out. It's so easy to make. Make this easier for me to follow. Yeah, show me diagrams and bullets. Yeah, show me a diagram. Show me the day zero flow. All right, hopefully it can make a. I do have it hooked up to Canva. Use your Canva tool to draw me stuff. I think that's what Canva does. I don't know. I might just have to pause and take a moment to eat this because it's delicious. Okay, it's using the Canva tool. All right, I'm just gonna pause and eat this off camera because this might take a while to work. All right, I'm back. So it looks like it made me a PowerPoint presentation. Let's go through it. Whoops. There we go. So yeah, it made me a PowerPoint presentation. That's cool. Yeah, look, that's really cool. So day zero automation flow, visualizing zero touch provisioning, um, created by Alex Johnson. I don't know who that is. So maybe if we open it in Canva, we can get a better view of it. No, it's still blurry. Nah, it's blurry as heck. Yeah, it's not too bad. Okay. All right. So declaring intent before power on. Intent defined early in the process. Device identity and purpose are established. So Netbox will serve as our DHCP server. Uh, yeah. Okay. I don't know how much I trust this. So the device initiates DHCP defined configuration. Um, Identity matters in the DHCP process. Reservations ensure correct device configuration. DNS. Okay. Yeah. It's AI slop. Okay. I don't think the Canva tool is that great. I'm not impressed with it. Let's just use the Pro model without Canva. You know what? I'm not that impressed by that output. Forget about using your Canva tool. I've enabled you to be the Pro model now. So why don't you just create me a downloadable packet of slides that way, and then I'll open it in my slideshow tool software, and you can just make me the slides your own using whatever best practices or methods you think are best. It looks like the Canva didn't do a good job. All right, this is gonna take a while, so I'll pause it and be back. All right, I'm back. So that's still working. We can keep working while that's still working. We can try to figure out what the problem is ourselves. So I think the problem is probably that we have it going through through these switches like that. So let's try that. Let's get rid of this link here, and plug it directly into this device here and see if that solves the problem. No, there's still a problem. All right. So that isn't it. So we'll move this link back. Okay, another issue could be the configuration on the port. Let's take a look at how that differs. I saw that there were, for instance, VRFs. So let's see here. So enable show run in GI 0/15. Oh, that's weird. Why can't I do that? Because there's a lowercase. Oh no, that is very weird. All right, well that's fine. We can just look at it. So yeah, we can see on here 00 has a quite a bit different config. It has the VRF on it. It also has a host name configured on it. Oh, you know what? I think that's the problem. We don't. Okay, we're not serving up the host name to the DHCP server. Oh, and that's why it wasn't working because we were on. Or wait. Okay, this is the one with where we're getting it from. So we'll go there. No. Okay, we were getting confused with one device to the next. Yeah, so this is the problem. We have to include the host name. That should fix it. Okay, we probably need to bounce the port. Let's try that. Okay, still can't resolve it. That's really strange. I don't know what's going on. Alright, let me pause it. Alright, welcome back. Well, let's see here. Am I recording? I am, okay. Okay. Okay, yeah, so my camera's off, you'll notice. Yeah, it's just having the camera on creates for a lot of inertia, so turning that off. So it's making slides for me to give me a better opinion. 5.2 Pro mode I still think is decent. I've complained a lot about OpenAI lately. I'm probably going to switch to Anthropic at some point. I already use Anthropic in another application, so basically I wrote my own Claude bot. Um, yeah, what is this Claude bot? LAWD. So what does this do? So like I almost like kind of wrote my own. Yeah, so it clears your inbox, sends you emails, manages your calendar, checks you in on flights. Basically, I wrote that myself, and I used Codex to vibe code that, and then I use 4.5 as the model that I talked to, Claude 4.5. Um, so so why not just switch to the real thing, right? Like it's potentially better than what I wrote, potentially worse, but probably better. All right, so let's see where we're at now. Still can't resolve it. I'm surprised I'm not seeing any directly connected routes. Oh, actually, no, I'm not. We can, if we show Mac, yeah, you too. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that is quite strange. Not sure what's going on. It is hooked up to the switch here, so it's not like it's not cabled in correctly or anything. Oh, look at this. This is even stranger. So we have, looks like we have information from the floor one. We don't have the distribution, but we do have the access. But the access wasn't working either. Oh, it is. Okay. Okay, the access is working. All right, well, let's switch to working on the access. Oops, I did end instead, so we have to do this again. Key string, paste that in, and then do exit rather than end. There we go. Now I can do end. Copy, run start. Okay, access one should be good now. Yep, access one is good. Access one is good. All right, so now access two. Get rid of access one for now. All right, so we've got the axis layer sorted out. We still need to figure out the distribution layer. Not sure what's so far different between the distribution layer and the axis layer. We are dealing with quite a bit of a different beast in terms of the type of device it is. So there might be some limitations in this device, such as one thing I could imagine would be DHCP option 12 being missing. We're going to need that in order for it to identify itself. So if we go to if we open this packet up here, expand this out, we should see an option. Here it is, option 12 host name. So we should see. Okay, so we do have that showing up. That's interesting. What we can let's apply a filter here. So we're going to do uh, uh, filter field reference. Oh, sorry, no, that's not it. We're going to say apply as filter the selected. There we go. So now all of these have option 12 in them. Oh wait, here's one without option 12 in it though. Oh no, there it is. Okay. This is just for the floor. It's just for floor disk 01. Yeah, there's nothing coming back. If we stop this capture and then so we go back here, stop capture. So if we sniff just the uplink here, I bet you we won't see anything from uh, with that DHCP. Yeah, we're not even seeing any DHCP traffic at all. We'll try bouncing the port to see if that makes a difference. But we saw it on this link, so something's happening where it can get over this link, but not over this one. Now there is a little issue in GNS sometimes where if you destroy and recreate the links, sometimes it can help with things. So that might be something to try next. You can see there's no problem with the VLAN, anything like that. We don't need to make it a trunk port because we're not using VLANs. Okay, here's some traffic. Perfect. So option 12. There we go. Floor disk 01. We should have it for floor disk 02 as well. Um, so far I just see it for floor disk 01, which is surprising. Let's just look at the discovers. All right, I guess I'm not sure how to just see the discovers. So here's all the options. Looks like there's a lot of different DHCP options. Surprised at how many there are. Uh, Type. All right. Well, I'm not sure how to filter that out. What you can do, the easiest way is you go here, you go to, you click on the packet that you're looking for, and this doesn't work if you don't have a reference packet to work with, but we do here. Then you go down here and uh, look for the, um, yeah. So it's a discover packet. So it should say something down here about it being a discover packet. Yeah, right here. So option 53, message type discover. So now what we can do is right click on this and we can say apply as filter and selected. So it'll add it next to here automatically. We don't have to worry about so it was option.dhcp dot one. So we can see the basically the broadcast so basically um, yeah, see how there's a one there? So it's you know, it's super. There's no need to memorize that. Just right click and use the filters. So now we've got all of the discovers. Um, so one thing we can do is uh, we can we can do apply prepare as filter and select it here, and then we can get rid of this first one. There we go. And now we can filter out and see if there's any for two like that. Okay, there aren't any for two. That's interesting. What about the access layer? Oh, there aren't any for that either. Huh. Okay, well I'm surprised by that. Let's save this filter here. Then we'll stop this. This is so annoying. I wish I could get that message to go away. I'm sure you can somehow. Um, yeah, we'll stop this capture here. And then let's capture down to the link here because we should see a bunch of stuff coming here. So we don't see anything for axis 02. Let's try it for dist 01. Okay. Yeah, nothing for dist 01. And that's what I would expect. Otherwise, we probably wouldn't be having this problem. Um, so no surprises there. Let's try it for the TechES core. Okay, so we don't see it for the TechES core 01. Let's try to bounce that port, and then I think we will see it if we bounce the port that's connected into the out-of-band management switch. All right, so should show up in our capture now. Huh. Well, that's interesting. Why did that not show up? Did I spell things wrong? Yeah, that definitely should have shown up. Huh. That is very strange. All right, well, maybe I'll try it for another one. Oh, I was just in this one. Okay, that's quite odd. Um, so obviously something got screwed up in the configuration. Yeah, I think the username is bot. But anyways, this should do it. Oh, right, of course. Oh, that's a big disaster. Oh, that's really stupid. Oh my God, how dumb can I possibly be? So I cut off my legs here. Wow, this is really dumb. And I couldn't, I don't know what the password is. So I might have completely cut myself off to the point where, oh man. Oh no. Yeah, I think um, shoot, I think I cut myself off. That was very stupid that I did that. I definitely should have known better but to do that. So I went into the interface that I was accessing the device on, and I shut it down. So guess what happened? I lost access to the device. And the reason I was in this way rather than directly in console is because I didn't know the console password. So I basically succeeded in just completely eliminating my access to the device at all. And I didn't even use like commit confirmed. If I did a configure private and then a commit confirm 3, it would just roll back this configuration in 3 seconds, bring it back up, and then I'm back in. So I basically did the dumbest possible sequence of events, all for your entertainment. All right, yeah. The basically the only way to get around this is to create a new device because I just completely locked myself out. Yeah, because this port is shut down and there's no way I can get it back up. I guess what I could do is plug it into another port. Um, oh, but that other port's not configured for DHCP. Yeah, so yeah, the only way to do it is to kill this device and recreate it. That's it. Oh my God. Either that or remembering this password. Man. Well, I think I'm gonna hang it up after that. That's just too frustrating. Because I'm the guy who always preaches like not to do something like this, and you can see, like if I were in production, like I would have to quit or something, because like this is the dumbest thing imaginable. Like if my younger self were to see me have done this, if I ever do this in production on the job, then I should hand in all of my credentials or anything. I'm no longer allowed to say I have a decade of experience. My first day of experience starts the next day. I have 1 day of experience. This begins my experience working in production. If I were to do this in production, in the lab it's fine, but even then, I got to blow away this device and create it. So yeah, I just totally locked myself out completely. The only way in is to know this password, um, and I don't know that password. I don't know that password. Maybe it's like ABC or 123 or something. I mean, if it's not what it was before, yeah, I'm guessing everything that because I set it up myself, so you think I would know what it was, but I don't know what it is. All right, well with that, I'm gonna end that video because that's the dumbest thing I've done in a long, long time. I don't know why I decided to do it like that. That was really stupid. So just kind of uh, all right, root clouds doesn't even work on this one. All right. I guess I'll try root and root. I haven't tried that yet. No. Okay. Yeah, I just completely bricked that device, doing everything I've said consistently on this channel not to do. So with that, that's the end of this video. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.